my keywords here. Hey class, I'm back with another video for you guys. Today I'm talking about how sleep affects the brain. My name's Jake, and I'm sure a lot of y'all are just like me. Most of the time I pull an all-nighter to cram for an exam. This happens a lot during finals week when I have like 4 or 5 to study for. I just study, eat for each one night, and call it a day, or call it a night in this case. And when a test rolls around, I can barely stay awake. I forget half of what I studied, and I feel like I bombed the test after I take it. So sleep deprivation decreases our ability to concentrate, solve problems, and remember information. And all of these are critical for academic or personal success. So in this speech, I'll explain how sleep affects the brain, why focus and memory suffer without it, and what that means for our everyday performance. We'll start by understanding what actually happens in your brain if you don't get enough sleep. So sleep is essential for a healthy brain function, especially in the areas responsible for focus and thinking. During sleep, the brain clears out toxins and recharges key neural pathways. Without rest, cognitive systems like the prefrontal cortex, they don't function efficiently. This affects attention span, alertness, and mental clarity. Brain imaging studies show that sleep-deprived individuals have reduced activity in areas related to decision-making and judgment. This leads to slower thinking and more frequent mistakes, and even simple tasks can become hard without rest. When your brain's running on low power, it's not just focus that takes a hit, it's your memory too. Lack of sleep weakens your memory and learning abilities. So sleep helps move information from the from the short term to the long term storage. And without it, the brain doesn't properly consolidate what you studied or experienced. This is why pulling an all-nighter usually backfires, which is the case for me and maybe some of y'all. Some studies show that people who sleep after learning something retain far more than those who stay awake. So for me, I need about 8 or 9 hours of sleep. That's like my sweet spot, but I can function on 6 or 7. I'll just barely make it through the day. If I get anything less than 5, I'm like a zombie the next day. I might as well not even go to class because I'm gonna pretty much just be taking up a seat and I won't learn a thing that the teacher says. But if I get more than 10, for some reason, I can never wake up the next day. Like I'm tired the whole day. I don't know why that is. If you know, let me know down in the comments below, because it baffles me. Sleep is all part of the learning process. It's not a break from it. These effects go beyond just school. Sleep deprivation impacts your performance in real life too. A lack of sleep can impair your ability to function in everyday situations. So to put it into perspective, the CDC says that being awake for 18 hours straight can slow your reaction time as much as having an alcohol level of 0.05%. That means if you pull an all-nighter, your brain is functioning about as poorly as someone who's had a couple drinks, and that's pretty dangerous when you're taking a test or driving a car, of course. The sleep-deprived drivers are more likely to get into accidents, so if you got a long drive coming up, you better get at least 7 or 8 hours of sleep to make things more safe. Errors increase in jobs that require focus, like nursing or machine operating. Even your mood and motivation suffer, which further reduce your ability to stay productive or learn new things. This creates just a cycle of poor sleep, stress, and even worse performance. So in summary, sleep deprivation weakens focus, slows the memory process, and reduces performance in everyday tasks. Without sleep, your brain simply can't do its job. Emotionally, physically, mentally, any of that. So the next time you think about pulling an all-nighter, just remember, the best way to boost your brain might just be to go to bed and get some rest. Thank y'all.